My parents disowned me for marrying someone of a different race. I, 28, female, fell in love with an amazing man, 30 male. He is kind, intelligent, and makes me feel cherished every day. The only thing that mattered to my parents was that he was of a different race. Growing up in a conservative household, I always knew my parents had certain prejudices, but I never imagined they would let it affect their love for me. When we announced our engagement, I hoped my parents would see past their biases and be happy for us. Instead, they gave me an ultimatum: leave him or be disowned. They told me that if I went through with the marriage, I would no longer be their daughter. I was heartbroken but resolute. Love knows no boundaries, and I wasn't going to let their prejudices dictate my life. I chose love and married him. The wedding was beautiful, surrounded by friends and family who supported us. However, the absence of my parents cast a shadow over the joyous occasion. I felt a deep sense of loss, knowing they wouldn't be there to share in one of the most important days of my life. In the months following the wedding, I struggled with the pain of being disowned. My husband was my rock, providing unwavering support and love. He knew how much my parents meant to me and tried his best to fill the void their absence had left. But the hurt was deep, and there were days when I couldn't hold back the tears. I reached out to my parents several times, hoping they would reconsider and accept us. Each attempt was met with cold rejection. They made it clear that until I left my husband, they wanted nothing to do with me. It felt like a piece of my heart was missing, and the pain was overwhelming. With time, I began to focus on building a happy life with my husband. We created new traditions and surrounded ourselves with people who loved and accepted us unconditionally. Slowly, I started to heal. I realized that I couldn't control my parents' beliefs, but I could choose to live a life filled with love and positivity. One day, my mother reached out unexpectedly. She said she missed me and wanted to talk. I was cautious but hopeful. We met, and she admitted that she had been struggling with her feelings. She missed having me in her life and wanted to try to mend our relationship. My father, however, was still firm in his stance. It was a small step, but it gave me hope. My mother and I began to rebuild our relationship, one conversation at a time. She started to see the wonderful person my husband is, and the happiness he brings me. While my father remained distant, I was grateful for the progress with my mother. This journey has been incredibly difficult, but it has also taught me the importance of standing up for love and what is right. I learned that true love is worth fighting for, even if it means facing painful consequences. My husband and I have built a beautiful life together, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. The pain of losing my parents' acceptance is still there, but I hold on to the hope that one day they will fully embrace us. Until then, I choose to focus on the love and happiness we have created, knowing that we are stronger together and that our love will always prevail.